Hey everyone, it is Soup Sunday, so welcome. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was having phone technical difficulties, as always, right? So today I am making the white lasagna. That's what you guys voted for, and I'm excited to make it because that's kind of what I wanted to make anyways. So I've got all my ingredients. I decided to do this differently to prep everything because to try to chop everything up while I'm talking to you is just going to take too long, and this is going to take about 15 minutes to 20 minutes soup. So what it calls for is a cashew cream, and that's what I've got over here. I'm gonna bring you my way. Look at my house. There we go. All right, so I've got my cashews, lemon juice, and vegetable broth, and that's what they said to mix. So we're gonna get that blended first. All right, a cup cashews. I've got my cup of vegetable broth. Whee! What else goes in there? My lemon juice, a tablespoon, and I'll post this recipe and share who made it because there is somebody that made this recipe on her blog and it looks delicious. So here we go. I've got those things, pinch of salt and pepper. All right, maybe I wasn't as prepared. Pinch, a pinch. All right, here we go. I cannot use my food processor because I don't know how well it's going to chop everything up. So this is gonna be my cashew cream for the white lasagna. I'm gonna add a few extra ingredients to my recipe today just because I want it to taste kind of like lasagna. All right, here we go. That's creamy. That's liquidy. I think that's gonna work. All right, so now, while I've got that done, the next thing is to get my garlic and onion sauteing. All right, got my olive oil in there. I'm gonna add beef crumbles to my soup today, as well as kale. I'm gonna add some greens. I'm gonna put you on this side. Hey, Stacy. Gonna move you now, so you can see. That's what my sister told me last time. She couldn't see anything I was doing. All right, garlic, about 6 cloves. And then I've got my onion, about a cup. We're gonna get that in there. And we're gonna saute it. So once it's sauteed, it's when you add the nutritional yeast, you're gonna add some of the other ingredients down. All right. Got those bad boys going. I've got my cashew cream over here. It's super liquidy. I think when I add the nutritional yeast, it's supposed to help thicken it up. I've also got some whole wheat, whole grain lasagna that I'm gonna be using. So it just calls for cracking it up at the end and putting it in there. They called for agave, but she also, in the recipe, said I could substitute for maple syrup. So that's what I've got right there. I'm gonna add some yummy cilantro because I love cilantro. I've got my nutritional yeast, about a 1/4 cup there, and then it's gonna call for some Italian seasonings and 6 cups of vegetable broth. So those guys are going. This is ready to go. Got my kale over here. I love kale. I'll do lots of stuff with kale. Now that I get it at the farmer's market, super fresh. Now, what I wanna do, I'm gonna make a special treat, and while those sauteing and getting ready, I'm gonna make some yummy guacamole. I love guacamole. My family loves guacamole. All right, where's my bowl? It's missing. Oh, wow, good job, Kristen. It's right here. All right, so I'm gonna use 4 of my avocados. I'm gonna cut these guys up, chunk it. I do a tomato, and then I do a raw onion. Add my seasonings to it, salt, pepper, chili powder, and cumin. So while my garlic and onions are sauteing, oh my gosh, I love avocado. Does anybody else like avocado? And sometimes you just hit it at the right time. Did you know that, watch, take your knife, hit the pit, and it rotates right out. Pretty cool, huh? The freshest way to keep your guacamole is to keep the pit inside of it. Did you know that too? Oh yeah, now you do. All right, here's number 2, and I can hear my onions and garlic sauteing. All right, here we go with some more guac, or some more avocado. I like to make it fresh when I can, and I like when they're on sale at any grocery store because they can kind of get expensive. All right, there's another one. Maybe we'll just do 3. Because then I like to use it on eggs. So I've seen some recipes where you can use avocado with brownies and with anything, like other stuff like that. So I want to try to start experimenting with some avocado stuff. Because I do love some avocados. And they are good for you. The good kind of fat. You don't want to overdo it though. Alright, so I've got my nice soft avocado in there. I've got my... Now sometimes I've cheated and I've used actual salsa. But this time I'm actually going to use a real tomato. And I got one of those ugly on the vine ripe tomatoes. Let's go in there. I'm going to cut this bad boy up. Ooh, pretty. Look how red that is. Nice and bright. Alright, cutting my tomato up. I don't know if y'all can see. I think you can see. Alright. So I went to the market yesterday and I got some yummy finds. Y'all saw. I cannot wait till summertime gets closer in spring when we have more vegetables coming out, and cantaloupe. I'm not a huge watermelon fan at all, so I don't mind no watermelon in the summertime. Judge me if you want. I don't like it. I ate it too much as a kid and I've lost my taste for it. I think it's a texture thing too. So I don't know. Do you like watermelon? Do you like cantaloupe? I cannot stand honeydew. It's gross. Alright, so I've got my tomatoes in there. What else? Oh, and I bought cilantro, so my cilantro can go in there too. I've got some white onion that I was chopping up earlier. Gonna add that to mine. Oh man, that's smelling so good. Alright, so I think next Sunday I should have a guest. You want to come over to my house while I make soup and you want to taste it? Come on. I'll send you my address. You can come over. If you want to try this soup, let me know. Ah, they're not strangers. They're people I know. Beaufort locals, unless you want to fly them. Alright, I've got my onion. Yum. Ooh, here we go. Starting to brown. I love it. Nice and golden brown in there. And then once this gets brown, all the ingredients are going to start going in quick. Alright, so now we're going to do some... I do cayenne pepper for my guac. A little splash there. And this really is season to taste. So as you go, you're going to just season it and go. Uh-oh. Chili powder. I've got that. Oh no! My cumin. Found it. Here we go. Add some cumin. My Himalayan salt to it. A little pepper. And let's get some cilantro in there. Here's my cilantro. I think cilantro is an acquired taste for some people. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. Alright, chop choppy, choppy. Smells so good. Alright, we got our cilantro going in there. And that should be good. Gets a little messy up in here. Hey babe, are you gonna try my guacamole? Guacamole, guacamole. Here we go. Here are all the fresh, delicious, yummy ingredients. It's time to mix. Alright, those are still browning in there. Remember, when you're done making your guacamole, add your pit back, because that's what's going to keep it fresh. And you can always do a little taste testing as you go to make sure that it has just enough flavor. You can add more heat if you want, or you can add more salt. Alright y'all, look. Easy peasy guacamole squeezy. That was it. Guacamole's done, just in time, because now my onions and garlic are super browned and super flavored. Hey Karen, you should come over and you should try my soup and help me. Alright, so after that's done, it's gonna call for my cashew cream. It's time to add that. Alright, I don't want that to steam up too much, so I've got it on like a low medium. Alright, once you make your stew, add drain. Heat on medium high, add the garlic, blah blah blah, caramelize. Add lemon juice, scrape bits of the onion. Alright, we're gonna do lemon juice first. Alright, juice of 1 lemon. Squirting me. I didn't have a real lemon, so this is what you get. Alright. Smells funny. But it did scrape everything off the bottom, and that's what it calls for. Next, pour in my vegetable broth, Italian seasoning, nutritional yeast, and agave. Alright, so this is going to call for 6 cups. So I've got 4.